Alright guys, we apologize for the delay there with problems with a driver trying to get into the race party, but we were able to make that happen. So here we are for the third round of the JRL NASCAR series here on Forza Motorsport 7. But anyway, we are glad for the audience showing up tonight. I'll go ahead and pull up the chat here now. Try to do as quickly as I can. And we'll go through our starting lineup tonight here for Road America. Alright, well, starting lineup's pretty simple here tonight. So it's going to be Solar Cosmos on pole tonight. Previous winner at Homestead, Miami. The stream for that is still up. Halo starting second to his right side, who is in the preferred lane. And behind them is Sniper Hyper, RZX Ultra, making that up that second lane. Shadow Subset and RZX Ant in the third lane. And so on and so forth. But anyway, a first road course of the season. Here it goes. They cross the line. We are green here at Road America. Here we go down this long stretch into this heavy braking zone in turn one. Solar on the outside, Halo on the inside. They're side by side as they exit one now. Solar's just flying through the grass there. Mayhem started from the back. Now he's all the way up to fourth there, working on Sniper Hyper. But look at Halo to the race lead. Solar falls back to second now. And it looks like we got a car off into the gravel. That is 6'5" Bowman. We'll hop on with this race lead here. So Solar's going to make a charge down to the inside on Halo here. This is a good passing opportunity, especially this corner. Mayhem and Sniper still working on each other as they enter up the hill. So Mayhem's now up to P3 now. Ultra up to 4th, and I believe that's RZX Ant to 5th. So Halo's still out in front, able to hold down the fort for as long as he can. He can't now because Solar's already passed him here as they go through the carousel now. Mayhem wants a piece of this action. Solar has been very strong here as of recent. Mayhem gets loose into the grass there coming off the carousel. There goes. They enter the kink for the first time tonight. Also have two more cars off the pace. Gonch Killer and Crazy goes 6'5" Bowman, still one off the pace. We'll go back to 4th here, riding on board with RZX Ultra, who finished 2nd last week at Homestead. Looking to maybe try to get a win here, maybe another top 3 tonight. current championship leader. Ultra's trying to make a move to the inside on Mayhem here. To the inside, and they showed off their drifting skills there off that last corner. They're still side by side as they go up to the hill, or the slope, whatever, down this long straight. Ultra's going to get the job done. He's now at the third. Halo and Solar starting to pull away now. And Sniper, they're looking for something. Damn, gets to the inside of RZX Ultra here. A little bit of a door slam there. They go through the second straight now. And Sniper, who've always seemed to find each other in the battles, but wonder who's going to prevail tonight. So we've completed lap number 1, and we are still green. Man went wide. Ultra has a run on him, but he's going to have to wait here through these next set of corners. Actually, we're right on board with him. So he's going to get it done here. Pull up the race map here. So Solar and Halo have checked out, and we could be seeing a lot of that tonight. Meanwhile, Ant keeping control of that 4th place spot. It's both Mayhem and Ultra enter the kink now. Looks like Halo is starting to lose some ground. Okay, I definitely didn't think that Mayhem would catch all that ground to Halo. He must have had something wrong. It's going a bit slow up there. Pull the race map. So yeah, field's already spread out here on the second or the third lap here already. Ultra's still fighting strong. Mayhem just gets clear of Ultra. Ultra's gonna go fight it. It's going to throw the dive bomb in the 1 here. No, he backs out of it. Alright. Well, that's a smart move by Ultra, but I definitely would have went for that dive bomb there. Now all that's left is getting them up to Halo sitting in second. There's a gap between first and second, with Solar Cosmos to the race lead now. Let's go back to RZX Ant. He's fallen back a few spots. Don't know what's going on with him. He's fallen back 1 position to Sniper here. And like I said, these two have always found each other in battles. And honestly, they have pretty much the same pace. So we're going to see a lot of these guys fighting it out throughout the season. And I think we had someone disconnect. Someone is disconnected from the race. Crazy Ghost. Unfortunate. Oh, Sniper got loose. He got into the grass in the kink, and that's going to slow him down here. And didn't gain that much ground. Shadow looking for a run to the inside on RZX Ant here. Oh, Ant is off into the grass. Shadow's going to get this place very easily. So Shadow now up to 6th. Ant got too wide out into the grass. And that's how that ends. So Ant falls back to 7th now. So this is a look at the race map here. So we're seeing basically 2 groups here form. Solar has checked out. So there's the gap, about 3.5 seconds cleared on Halo. So caution would definitely start shaking things up here with drivers like Solar and Halo out in front, running away from each other. But I don't know. I don't expect that many cautions to come out for tonight. We'll go back to this little battle here for 5th. Sniper Shadow and RZX Ant. So fuel's starting to wind down here for everyone. So we could see all these guys be on the same strategy here. If we're going to go cautionless throughout the night, it's based off of pit strategy at this point. But it looks like SSR Mayhem has caught Halo. They're looking trying to get around around him here. There's Ultra in the distance. Not too far back. See what Mayhem does here. He's gonna hang back behind Halo. Oh, Halo got loose into one, and Mayhem already cleared. He's already cleared him. Into turn 2 we go. Down this 2nd straight. So SSR Mayhem is up to the 2nd position. There's the gap between 1st and 2nd, still increasing as we speak. Solar putting the fastest lap of the race, 2:05. Oh, did Solar get loose here? Hold on. Might just applied the throttle too quickly or something. I know he runs without traction control, so I definitely feel like that's what's happened. And now things are starting to get interesting for the lead here early in this race. In this part of the racetrack, the kink is one place you don't want to screw up at. This could be a make or break corner for a lot of people's races here. But Halo is already to the back bumper of SSR Mayhem now. Didn't want to throw the dive bomb there. I know they want to catch up to Solar here before he starts checking out again. So it's a smart call by Halo, just letting Mayhem run his line here. So we could see a lot of drivers. Oh, someone's off the pace. Is that Gonchkiller? It's off the pace there. Must have had a spin or something. But yeah, we could see a lot of mixed competition here, especially in the road courses. Not much on the ovals. A lot of people have good experience with this kind of racing, road course, endurance racing, that kind of stuff. A lot of people into the NASCAR oval type racing. And you know, that's good. People are still learning how to get things done here on the road courses here, but Halo and Mayhem have caught Solar. Solar getting all kinds of sorts. All out of sorts there as they enter the Corvette corner now. Ultra, he's starting to catch up a little bit. He's still hanging back there in 4th. Now remember, Mayhem and the Solar, they've had a little incident at Homestead last time out. So maybe some aggressive driving for him. Not too aggressive, but Maybe just a little reminder of, you know, what happened last time out at Homestead. But, oh, Solar and Halo off into the grass, so this is going to give Mayhem a good opportunity for a shot at the race lead here. He hasn't gotten it done yet. Solar able to stay out in front here, but Mayhem is right there. Mayhem's going to throw the dive bomb to the inside here. Solar's going to try the crossover move. They make slight contact there. Mayhem's trying to get back onto the racetrack. And Mayhem up to the race lead on lap number 7 of this race. And there's a look at your race map. We'll scan through the field as things go. Oh, what? I thought Mayhem was about to hit the tire barrier there. He got really close. Oh. Got sideways there entering 1, and now Cosmos has a chance to make a move to the inside here. He's going to try to get it done. Slight contact between 2, and here comes Halo riding in 3rd. He's bringing the 3rd wheel into this battle, now making the 3-car battle. Ultra, he's getting closer, ever so slightly. Here we go. Who's going to be last on the brakes here? Solar locked up a little bit, and he forces Mayhem wide along with him. And Mayhem falls to 2nd, and Halo up to the race lead here on lap number 8. This is them racing with the top 4. Remember, we saw these same 4 drivers at Homestead last week put on a show for us, but eventually Solar, due to fuel mileage situations, pit first out of everyone, and he was able to get the job done, took home the race win. Currently sitting 2nd in the championship, but Mayhem's gonna fight back here. Gonna try to. See how Solar tries to get around Halo. He can't get it done. He had to let off a lot there. Mayhem's going to fly on by here. Mayhem's getting off and loose into the grass. Now let's try to fight it around the outside. He's forced a long way around. Halo is losing some grip off that last corner here. Already back to a 3-car battle once again. Halo's trying to close the door here on Mayhem. Mayhem's trying to go to the outside now. It's like, oh. I think Solar got into Mayhem there. And Mayhem's falling back to 4th. Might have just been late braking or a lockup there. Couldn't see that well. So there we go. Halfway to go on this fuel run here. Still cautionless as we speak here at Road America. We'll go to Ultra, who's in 3rd. Getting the pressure on with Mayhem. Mayhem tried to send it to the inside there. Ultra went very wide. They will stay out in front. Solar's looking for a peak for that race lead again on Halo. But yeah, these are going to be our 4 to definitely watch out for this season. We'll go up to Halo now. Ooh, they almost went side by side there, but I think Solar's going to try to send it to the inside here. Nope, going to hang back there. Mayhem and Ultra going side by side behind these two. Let's look at the race map. is the only thing that's going on, and someone's off into the gravel, but we're sticking on board with these guys. Solar Cosmos side by side with Halo for that race lead. He has the preferred lane as they enter 1 coming up here very soon. Solar's going to get it done. He clears Halo for first, and Mayhem has passed Ultra for third now. We'll hop on with Ultra for a little bit. We'll do a short scan through the field here shortly, but I'm kind of curious to see what happens here as Ultra got wide into the grass there. Starting to lose ground now. Looks like, excuse me. Looks like they're all calmed down now. Lap 10 of this race, taking lap 11 this time by when Solar crosses the line here. Let's go ahead and do a little scan here through the field here. Early in this race. Still haven't seen any green flag pit stops, but Pulsar Solar Cosmos currently second in the championship after his win last week at Homestead. Currently out front. Kind of worked his way back and forth to the top 4. Halo also was very fast last week at Homestead. It's currently very fast today. Currently riding in second here, still battling with the top 4s. They're all starting to stretch out now. SSR Mayhem currently third. Had to start from the back after missing qualifying yet again. We could see Mayhem starting in the back the field here quite a lot in the series, but it's paying off for him. But yeah. So, moving on to P4, this is RZX Ultra, currently championship leader, currently 5 points ahead of Solar Cosmos entering tonight's race. He was the winner 2 weeks ago at Daytona, the tri-oval. We won't go back to Daytona for quite a while, actually. Anyway, Ultra's doing a good job in fourth. We'll move to 5th, Sniper Hyper, currently all alone right now. Definitely improving after last season. Doing a good job here. Racing with some of the fastest drivers out. You know, here on the grid here. We'll move on to P6, RZX Ant. It's been a struggle on road courses throughout his basically career in Forza, but you know, every day is a new day. You know, you gotta learn, gotta practice, and definitely trying to do that tonight. But it looks like tonight is a bit of a struggle. He's got really no one to race with. Behind him is P7. I was about to say RCX, Shadow Subset. Disconnected at Homestead last week. He was kind of up and down through the field last week, but tonight here on road courses it might be a different story on how his performance goes. Wolfhound currently 8th. He's not that far behind shadow, only about a straightaway away from him. Wolfhound, you know, obviously it's been tough for him when it comes to Forza Motorsport 7, but you know, like I said about Ant, you know, you gotta learn how to practice. 6'5" Bowman, currently about to get lapped here, and actually, he is about to get lapped here. It looks like Mayhem has passed Solar, and Halo has also passed Solar, so Halo's up to the race lead. I just now noticed that. So Bowman currently sitting in 9th. I believe he was one of the first to pit on this pit cycle, so he'll get his lap back once the top 4 start to pit here. Ganj Killer currently 10th, also a lap down with 6'5" Bowman. These two have always been in a battle with each other throughout whatever track we go to. And Crazy Ghost, unfortunately disconnecting. He will finish 11th tonight. And that is basically the rundown through the fuel here tonight. Is we're going to go up to Solar Cosmos now. I don't know what happened to Solar. So green flag pit stops have already taken place here, but I don't think I would see the top 4 pitting within another 2 laps here. So here we go. It's an all Chevy top 4. Well, top 3 battle here, if you want to count that. But Mayhem's charged to the inside here on Halo. Who's going to be last on the binders going into turn 1? I would assume it would be Mayhem, and it is. And it's cost him. He's went out wide, and he's already dropped all the way back to 3rd. So Halo trying to defend his life from SSR Mayhem here. And he's going to let him go out to the inside here. And Halo does the crossover. And he's just going to get cleared of Mayhem here as they enter the carousel. Nicely done by Halo after making a mistake. Counters it. And he's back up into the front here, trying to keep Mayhem and Solar at bay behind him. Solar getting ready to pass Mayhem here. Looks like he got into the grass there. I would assume that's what happened. So Solar's now up to 2nd. And Ultra falling back a little bit here. Oh! Slight contact with a Solar and Halo. And Mayhem's the race lead now. I don't know exactly what just happened here, but it looks like everyone's coming into the pits now. Looks like, oh, both Halo and Solar side by side as they enter the pits. That was very close. So they're going to go ahead and pit here. Ultra also flying into the pits. 5th is Sniper Hyper. Curious to see if he's going to pit here. Looks like Halo, or no, Mayhem's going to come out in front here. So 2 more cars getting their lap back here, and here comes Sniper Hyper. Taking the race lead here on this pit cycle. We see him take the race lead a lot on pit cycles. Definitely trying to lead some laps here, but Halo and Solar are already side by side with each other. We're about to enter the first, or exit the first half of this race and get ready for the second half. As everyone in the pits now. So Sniper Hyper leads after taking the lead off of pit cycle. And these guys just will not leave each other alone. These three are gonna be some of the best drivers I've seen in a while. I mean, this is the first time I've ever, spectated my own races. And I'm going to be watching these three a lot throughout the season. Even Ultra, when we get back onto the ovals, Ultra's going to be one to watch out for. Ultra has the short run speed on the road course, but doesn't really have the consistency on the road courses as these three do. I mean, no offense to Ultra, but, I'm sure he understands. So, Sniper to the lead here. He will have to make a pit stop here very shortly. In fact, he will have to make a stop right now. Can't go another lap here. So Mayhem's going to take the lead here when Sniper pits. And Mayhem to the race lead. Really just pulling up the race map. So that is Ultra. Sniper's in the pits. It's just a glitch. We'll see what happens to RZX Ant here. What's going to happen when he'll try to gain all this ground on Sniper here. I believe Ant has already made his stop. No, he hasn't. He's coming into the pits this time by, so he's still going to lose out on Sniper here even more. We'll go back up to the top three now. So again, these guys are going to have to deal with lap traffic again before basically the same thing they did before the pit cycle happened. So we're putting the pressure on SSR Mayhem now for the race lead. Halo, he's there. He's lurking. So Solar, after leading a few laps here, he got cleared of the entire field quick. And already he's having a little problems. Oh, and the lap cars are getting in the way, and they're spinning, and Solar is around. Okay. Alright, so caution is out here. I apologize for not saying it, but lap car got in the way and it wrecked Solar, so that's the reason caution was called. So I'm going to step away here for a bit, communicating with the JRL staff members. Anyway, I'm back. For those wondering why the caution's called here, is lap cars got into the way of with the cars here, and it sent one of the lead lap cars spinning. And so yeah, normally in previous events we would let that kept going green, but it's just not very fair to Solar to get wrecked like that, trying to maneuver around the lap car. But yep, the field's going to stack up here. Pit road's going to open this time by. We'll see who pits, see who doesn't. Drivers might have to save fuel here. May or not. May or may not. Still got a ways the way to go. See who flies into the pits here. So majority stay out. Looks like Ultra, Sniper, Shadow, and I believe Ant. The top three all stay out here. So Ultra's on a different strategy, who's definitely on pace with the top three, but it just lacks consistency early on. Alright, well, we're going to get rolling back here for after that little caution we had. That's probably one of the longest caution periods we had throughout the series, because this is like a 4-mile long racetrack. But anyway, here we go. We're going back green this time by. SSR Mayhem on the left. Halo Everyone 09 on the right. That is your front row. Solar Cosmos and RZX Ultra making up that second row. Sniper and Shadow subset on the third row. Here we go. This caution is pretty much stacked at the field, and it's going to make things interesting. A green flag back in the air here at Road America. Mayhem clears Halo for the race lead now. And we are all good in turn one. Oh, cars are spinning. We had a few cars spinning. It looks like everything's alright. So, Solar looking to the inside here on Ultra. Solar is now up to third. Halo putting the pressure on SSR Mayhem now. Moving back to 6th. Look at Wolfhound making up all this ground here after this restart. Already he's nose and tail with Shadow and Ant. Right on board with some of these guys towards the back of the field. Sniper's falling back all the way to last now. Maybe something must have happened to him, but I don't know. So Shadow able to go on through Wolfhound. Wolfhound will have to settle for 7th and already starting to get pressured behind with 6'5" Bowman currently riding in 8th. Take a look at that race map, see what's going on with that top 4 battle. So Ultra, Cosmos, Halo. So basically nothing really has changed. We'll continue to ride on board these guys, and these guys are off into the grass. Gotch killing 6'5" Bone going side by side here as they enter the Canada corner for P9 here. 6'5" gets forced out wide. They're still side by side. And Gotch killer. Oh! Oh, looks like they went around there, but it looks like we're okay. We're still keeping it going. Let's go up to Sniper Hyper here. Looks like he's gotten past Wolfhound. So Sniper trying to catch back up to his rival for this race, Shadow and Ant. Let's go up to that battle for the top 4 once again. It really hasn't changed. Basically all single file racing. Solar's been known to get last on the brakes here when it comes to corners like that one they just passed through. Didn't get it done on that occasion. Someone went out wide. I just saw at the corner of my eye. It might have been Ant. It might have been Ant. It looked like a white car, and looks like they're all good. So last time SSR Mayhem won a race here in this series. I'm not mistaken. Oh, Solar gets loose into the kink and collects Ultra, and it looks like they're all good. It looks like we're all good here on that front. Ultra got a little bit loose going to the Canada corner. And he's into the tire barrier, so he all falls back to 4th pretty quick after Solar's mistake. So top 4 now spreading apart. So back to what I was saying last time. Mayhem won a race in this series. It was all the way back at round 13 of season 2. It was at the Indy Road Course, the Grand Prix circuit. Of course, I was in that race, racing with him. I unfortunately finished 2nd to him. But currently 2nd is Halo. Last time he's won a race in this series was last season again. It was at Watkins Glen at the final cutoff race for the round of 7. Last time Ultras were on a race in this series was, if I can look here real quick, it was at Sonoma, the beginning of the playoffs. That's kind of cool, beginning of the playoffs. Unfortunately, we aren't doing a playoffs this season, just to try to see how things work with points and how cars are going to handle each other and how drivers are going to handle each other. But already Solar side by side with Halo. He's going to get it done around the outside, the long way around, and he clears Halo for second. And his next target is SSR Mam, currently race leader. Pull up the race map once again. Currently a jumble of, it's like 3 cars. Ants falling to second now. Shadows up to 5th. And Sniper currently right behind these guys. Ultra's gone slow a little bit off the carousel. Might have gotten to the grass. It's a tricky place to stay on the track. We'll go back to Sniper here. Alright, so here we go. So we got 12 laps to go here at Road America. Currently, SSR Mam leading the way after leading every single lap off of this second restart. Halo's fallen to 4th. What has happened to him? I don't know. So Ultra's up to 3rd now. Don't know what's happened to Halo. We'll stay on board with Sniper here. See how he's going to try to get around Ant. So I'm just kind of curious to see how the fuel situation is for these guys. So Sniper 72, he was one of the ones to pit. And man, maybe you do have to make another pit stop here. So basically the entire top 3 of us, remember the whole top 3 stayed out. Ultra is the one to pit. But he's kind of even on these guys on fuel. We'll go back to Halo, see where he's at. So yeah, they're all on the same fuel strategy now. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. Maybe the guys that did pit have the right idea. I believe Sniper, I just want to check one more time. Trying not to flip-flop through so many people. Okay, so they're all kind of around the 50s and 60s. So Ultra is most definitely on a different strategy than these guys. So it's become more of a skill race, or excuse me, more of a strategy race than this basically pure skill race on a road course. Because it's like maybe some of these guys could save fuel and maybe try to go the whole way. Just one stop, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Gap between Solar and Mayhem starting to close here. Halo's starting to catch back up to Vertex Ultra. Sniper's past Shadow. Shadow's had a moment exiting the carousel. So Ant's up to 5th now. Oh, looks like Mayhem and Solar are both going to pit. Yeah, you can not make the whole way. Or maybe you can, but I don't think they're choosing not to save fuel here. You can save fuel here, but it's very difficult at a big track like this. So RZX Ultra and Halo taking the lead now. So now both Solar and Mayhem can make it the whole way. Here come 3 more cars. Ant leads that group with Sniper and Shadow subset. So now it's just all about how quick they can catch up to the top 2 now. Let's go up to the race lead. Halo's made his way around Ultra. And Halo was one of the ones that stayed out here, so maybe he's trying to see if he wants to pit with Ultra. Maybe have a shot to at least take away 1 spot here, that being 3rd. So 38% for Halo. Oh, I did not mean to go back all the way. We'll go to Ultra here. Halo's at 38. Ultra's at 54. Maybe pitting was the right decision? This is going to be very close for Ultra. You can't make the whole way if you're Halo running at basically 35% at this point. And Ultra basically Tokyo drifts it through the kink there. That'll be on the highlights. So Mayhem and both slower have to get around these 3 cars. Ant was one of the ones that pit during the caution. Sniper as well, so they're all in the 50s here. Shadow also pit. And both Mayhem and Solar can make it the whole way now. Here we go, Halo's gonna pit. Here come Ant, and I believe that is Sniper right behind him. They're gonna stay out. See where Halo comes out here. Let's go back to Mayhem here. And they have passed Halo coming out of the pits. So Mayhem should be on the net lead if Ultra decides to pit. He's on a different strategy than everyone else. So RZX Ultra up to the race lead now. The last time we saw Ultra in basically a winning position was at Daytona. He picked the right time to pit. Sniper made a mistake on entering the pits and he stole the win. So could we see a second win tonight for Ultra when it comes down to basically fuel strategy? Because it was all about fuel at Daytona, it was all about fuel at Homestead, but tonight it's going to be a lot different because it's a road course. Fuel saving is going to be a bit tricky. 2 more drivers flying into the pits. I believe that is Skonchkill and 65 Bowman. We'll go back to Mayhem now. And they have some work to do to get around Shadow here. Shadow's on a different strategy, but Mayhem and Solar have the faster pace than them. Solar barely getting right in front of Mayhem now. Now they got to get around Shadow. It's going to be a bit difficult. Mainly for Solar, he's got to go the long way around. And they made contact. And Mayhem goes around. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so caution's gonna come out here. And things have shaken up, especially with RZX Ultra to the race lead. So caution's come out due to a 2-car wreck with both Solar, or excuse me, not Solar, but SSR Mayhem and Shadow Subset. So they made contact. That is considered a 2-car wreck. However, if one car goes around, consider like Mayhem did, that will be considered a wreck. But yeah, it's gonna be close here. So Ultra, who's out in front for a good bit, up to the race lead, currently clutching it right now. Try to save as much fuel as he can, because actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull up his fuel. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. His damage, 35%. Alright. So 35% to go on Ultra. Can he make it the whole way? I would assume he'll stay out under the green here. Because obviously the race lead's more important. We'll see. Take a look at Sniper. Both Sniper and Ant are on the same strategy. Yep, same strategy with both of these guys. Solar, one of the ones. So he's riding in third now. He was one of the ones that pit with Mayhem and Halo. So they're good the whole way now. It's just a matter of who has the faster pace. Alright. It is game time for RZX Ultra. Is he going to pit? He is going to stay out. Ant also going to stay out? That was ridiculous what Ant just did. There's no rule for a commitment line, but yeah. So Shadow's not going to take the risk. He's going to go ahead and fly into the pits. So Shadow and both Wolfhound are going to pit 6-5. Might as well just pit for him. He's currently sitting in the 9th. Looks like Gonchkill is disconnected. Just now noticed that. So both Ant and Ultra are going to take the risk to stay out the whole way. We'll take a look at see what that fuel is looking like. He's lost only 1% under caution. That's good. That's good. Try to save as much as you can. But Ultra knows he's got a lot of fast cars behind him. Solar, Mayhem, and both Halo. So we're going to go green on lap 28 here. So we're going to have 5 to go when we come back to the green here at Road America. Can Ultra make it the whole way on fuel? He's got Ant, also both Ant and Sniper, all on the same strategy. Solar, Mayhem, and Halo can make it the whole way on fuel now. And the 3 that just pit, they can also make it for obvious reasons. Ladies and gentlemen, you asked for a show tonight here at Road America. This series has definitely been the most popular one to watch. However, we haven't had really the number of drivers that we wish to have for Season 3. But the racing itself has been nonetheless the greatest we've seen from the past 2 seasons we've had with the NASCARs. Our first road course for the season here at Road America, the longest track on the schedule. Ultra just trying to hang on for dear life with his fuel situation, and he's got a lot of fast cars behind him. Can he defend his race lead along as managing his fuel situation? We're about to find out. Here, 5 to go. Here at Road America, Ultra and Sniper on the front rows. We go back to green. Ultra had a good launch. He's already cleared Sniper, but he's got Solar right on his bumper in his lane. Halo trying to make it 3 wide as they enter 1. Halo managed to get the 3rd. Now Solar right behind Ultra. So now Ultra, he has the 3 drivers, or the 3 fast drivers now behind him. And it's just all about defending at this point. If he knows that he can make it the whole way on fuel, might as well just defend your life. Solar trying to work his way around the outside now. Sniper and Ant side by side. Oh, something's happened to Ultra. Ultra's gone out. Alright, so caution's going to be out here once again. Ultra had a little incident with Solar, so that's awarded with a 2-car wreck. 2 cars were involved in 1 incident. Solar Cosmos, now the race leader under caution. Alright, here we go. Solar going to be on the front row, selects the right lane, which is the more safer option. He's going to go side by side to the green with Halo. Or, I think Halo. Alright, here we go. Final restart. There are no more restarts after this one. 70 at the line. Solar Cosmos, pole sitter on the front row. Halo to his outside. We are green here for the final time at Road America for round number 3 of the NASCAR series. Enter 1. Halo's going to throw the dive bomb, but Solar quickly closes the door. We have 3 laps to go. Still a lot of racing left. This is a 4-mile long racetrack. We'll go back to Sniper here. So it looks like we're all good here. Everyone's staying on track. Sniper looking to throw the dive bomb to the inside. Nope, he's going to back out of it. This man was last on the brakes. So he's up to 3rd. Well, Ultra's up to 5th now. So Ultra can make it the whole way now with the cautions still coming out. But this is the final restart. And it is a game on with basically the entire top 5. We'll look up to the top 3 now. Halo trying to look for some sort of way around Solar. Solar, who has been up and down through the entire field tonight is looking for win number 2 on the season as Mayhem goes wide out and through the kink. This is going to hurt his chances of trying to get up to the top 2 here. Sniper and Ultra right behind him, sitting 4th and 5th. And in my honest opinion, I thought we were going to have a boring race tonight, considered you don't have that many cautions, and you know it doesn't really shake up the field. But tonight, it is really basically this racing with all these drivers. It is basically eating my words. So Solar starting to put a gap on Halo. Halo really needs to do something about that, as both Sniper. So Ultra in front of Sniper now, up to 4th. So Ultra's back in the top 4 where he was before. And it's fallen all the way back to 7th on that restart. He restarted 4th. So there's a look at the leaderboard. That's the gap between 1st and 2nd. Just 1.1 is the gap between Halo and Solar. Halo looking for his first win on the season. Didn't race at Daytona. He raced last week at Homestead. Finished 4th. Looking to rebound that. A win would just be perfect tonight to get him back, or trying to climb back through the field now. We're keeping this little gap here now on. Mayhem is closing the gap on Halo. So they're going to be battling here very soon. With actually 1.5 laps to go here. Solar just needs to just run his line. Just basically run not a qualifying time or qualifying lap. Just needs to stay consistent. Don't let any huge gap get any closer. But I think Solar's gone out into the grass, and I think Halo did the same thing. And no, it's still starting to gain here. Almost to 2 seconds now as Mayhem is putting the pressure on Halo for 2nd. Halo's out into the grass. SSR Mayhem's going to go side by side with him as they go through the front stretch. White flag this time by here at Road America. Mayhem on a mission now. He clears Halo for 2nd. Mayhem trying to run a not a qualifying lap time, but a world record lap time in a NASCAR. Can it be possible? It is not. He's gone a bit wide. Like he was trying to go side by side with Halo there. And it's still gaining. The gap between Cosmos and Mayhem, 2.5 seconds now. It's anyone's race with this top 3. Something could happen. Halo throws the dive bomb to the inside of Mayhem. Halo challenging for 2nd. At this point, I don't think they know if they can catch Solar, but at least they can try to go for 2nd here. Mayhem just trying to fly away from Halo. Halo really wants 2nd here. Ultra rocking in 4th. Sniper is in 5th. We're staying on this battle for 2nd. And it is about over. They are running out of time. Here we go, final 2 corners, final 3 corners. Mayhem has a good gap over Halo. And I think Halo's going to have to settle for 2nd here, or excuse me, 3rd. So went a little wide. 2nd win of the season. It is back-to-back wins here at Road America after a wild race to end this one. Solar Cosmos is round number 3 winner. SSR Mayhem will settle for second, and Halo Everyone will settle for third. RZX Ultra getting fourth. What a race it was for him. Unfortunately, got caught up in an incident with him and Solar. Unfortunately, ruining his chances to win the race, but I think he'll take fourth. Ultra takes fourth. Sniper comes home fifth. 6'5" Bowman will take sixth. And Wolfhound will take seventh. And RZX Ant, Shadow, Ganj Killer, and Crazy Ghost will all DNF from this race. Stay tuned until the stream. We'll try to get the top 3 in here. Alright, we're going to get our top 5 in here. Or excuse me, top 3. Alright, we'll get things started right away. We'll start with Halo since you finished third. If you go ahead and include your audio for the stream.
Alright.
Alright, well, with the top 4, you were racing, or with the, maybe not top 4, but the 3 cars, Ultra, Mayhem, and Cosmos, it just seemed like an up and down race throughout the entire top 4 tonight. You led some laps here and there towards the middle of the race, but how was it racing with these 3 drivers tonight?
No, it was a great race. There was a lot of times when things went down, but it was fun. Good battles.
Alright, well, P3 is very good for you, and for you tonight after rebounding from 4th last week at Homestead. Indianapolis Brickyard up next. How you feeling about that track?
Oh, I've got high hopes for that track. Been run pretty good there. Hoping to get another podium.
Yep, and ovals have been your specialty as of recently when it comes to NASCAR racing. But yeah, look forward to seeing you next week at Indianapolis. And yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move on over to P2 SSR Mayhem. Mayhem, if you're there.
I'm here.
All right, well, basically the same thing with Halo. I try not to, use the same words, but definitely up and down race for you. You got into an incident there with not a lap car, but more of a slower car to your standards. But when the caution came out and you were just battling out with Halo, did you know like at all you were gonna try to go catch Solar and potentially try to take this race win?
I'll be honest with you. Before the race even began, I had zero confidence coming into the race. I did speak to a couple of the other drivers and just said I don't feel like I'm as fast as I could be because I warmed up prior, but I missed qualifying, and so I felt like I was a top 5 car, somewhere between third and fourth going in. But soon as we dropped the green, I was lights out, and just like the week before, just really, really inconsistent. I could run 205.5 clean and just never was able to put it down. And I don't like looking at the board and seeing a dirty, good old caution sign next to my name. But, that's what it was. I mean, it was a lot of battling. I mean, when I knew I outpaced Halo. He made a lot of little mistakes throughout the race too, which cost him. And I've had good races with Halo over the last year. Since I started competing inside JRL from time to time. So I knew he wasn't a slouch. I knew he was close to my pace. But I was pretty confident getting at him. Getting the Solar, I didn't feel as confident. As the race started to progress, I began to realize I could put down the laps if I really wanted to. There was a good section in that race where I wasn't making any mistakes. I was tracking down Solar, and it felt really good. But once we got to each other, all that consistency went away. It was nice to have a really long green flag run. I feel like Ultra had pace. I know he's not here. I know he might not get talked about, but he was that fourth car I think you were referring to. So I mean, he just didn't have consistency to be up front, and that's no knock to him. I know he's a good driver. And and like I said, when we got to the lap traffic, it seemed to be okay for a while. I got into it with Bowman. I believe that's his name is Bowman. We were going through that right kink. I was just trying to stick with Solar. Solar and I kind of had the same strategy throughout the race. He just happened to clip me on the outside of the corner. I don't think it's really his fault. He was kind of in a weird spot. Definitely felt like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong side. I thought he was going to lift, to be honest, because up to that point we were having lap cars kind of let us go throughout the track, and that was a point I do believe that I seen him once before, so I assumed that he was just going to lift. He never did. Obviously that was a setback. And then, the next time around was a different story. We were, Solar and I took another pit cycle and got into it with Shadow. Shadow's kind of, I'm not going to say nothing bad, but, determining how he's going to block us. And, you go all race long, and this is the frustrating part of the day. You go all race long, you see these guys, you kind of know where you stand. I know he's on the lead lap. I know he's trying to keep his position, but sometimes you need to cut your losses, and it was what it was. Very frustrated with Ant later in the race, spinning me under caution. I mean, I show my displeasure during a race to drivers all the time. That's nothing new. Everyone knows that about me. I know you probably didn't catch it on stream, but I got spun around under caution. Didn't appreciate it. Following up near the end of that race, definitely took him out under caution. I'm not afraid to say that, just to let him know that it's not cool. And just battled there at the end. And I mean, we got the Halo, and I kind of had an idea I was going to get him. I just didn't know when. But I also knew he could defend. And I know he's not afraid to take risks. But Solar was too far ahead for me to track him down at the end. There wasn't enough laps to do it. But I just wanted to give a big shout out to Solar. He ran a really good race. Was in a couple of scuffles himself. In Halo, I always appreciate driving Halo. We had a rough start when I first got into the league, in the JRL, but he's been pretty good to race with since. And I know he knew I was mad at Ant. He was telling me, "Don't take it out on me," as I was getting to him. But it was a good day overall. I'll take it.
All right, well, we thank you for that. Next week is the Indianapolis Brickyard, and we know you've had a little past history at that racetrack. Obviously, I was, racing with you at that track, but
Year ago.
how are you
Last year.
gonna how are you gonna rebound after second here tonight and potentially try to get another top three, maybe in the race win?
Well, I'm so uncertain with the schedule. I'm not sure if I can make every race this season. I'm going to do everything I can. It seems like the first race at Daytona has been consistent, where I lagged out within the first 12 to 15 laps. So I guess if consistency says anything, we'll see another accident with lap traffic at Indianapolis. But last year, I kind of came out of nowhere late in that race, but I also got hit by lap traffic there. And Indy's a tricky track. The way that Forza has it set up on that backstretch, that outside wall, you can't get near it or you're going to hit an imaginary wall. So you got to be really careful going in that. Drafting's a huge factor in Indianapolis. If you can stick with the guy next to you up front, wherever you are on track, it does benefit you throughout the race, especially if he makes minor mistakes. But I don't know how many people are on a wheel in this league. I'm going to be on the controller, so there is a slight disadvantage there, but it is a track that I can get consistent at, and I've won at before in past leagues, so I'm going to try to do best I can. Hopefully I'll make the race. I know that I have been missing qualifying, but I think I'll be here next week, so I look forward to it.
Yep, and we thank you for attending tonight's race here at the Road America, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move over to race winner Solar Cosmos here at Road America for the third round of the series. Solar started on pole, and you came out strong here late after that last restart, eventually passing Ultra, who could make it the whole way on fuel, just really couldn't. I mean, no offense to Ultra, I know he's a good guy, but I'm sure he'll understand, but just trying his best to defend, the faster guys behind him, but racing with Halo, Mayhem, and Ultra basically throughout the entire race. How was it out there? I mean, I would definitely like to know.
So, in the beginning of the race, it was really a hell of a battle there. I mean, that went on for like, I don't know, probably like 15 laps, 16 before the first caution came out. And so, we all decided to pit, me, Halo, and Mayhem. I believe, like, right before, I think the caution was because of, I think I come into that kink, I hit a lap car because I lost it in that kink, and I hit him, and I lost my control, and I spun, and then the caution came out for that. But that's why, that's why we pitted, and then more cautions came out overall. We kept having really nice battles, me, Halo, and Mayhem, as well as Ultra a little bit. And then towards the end of the race, that amazing caution came out. Well, not amazing because Mayhem wrecked, but it helped me get a good spot because I just pitted right before all that, or it helped me. And Ultra and what was it? I don't know the other guy's name. But those two were in the front on that caution, and they were on a different pit strategy, and I had a way better pit strategy than them, and I could have gone the whole way. And so I kind of just tried to fight my way through. And yeah, I kind of got past Halo on the last restart, and I just kind of flew past him. And then those two were fighting for it, and I kind of allowed me to get away and then finish the race in a nice style.
All right, well, like I said to both Halo and Mayhem, Indianapolis is up next. I've raced with you at that same track in the past, maybe like once or twice, but I know you know your way around that racetrack. And when you got guys like Halo and Ultra who have a lot of experience with the NASCARs on the oval parts of the racetrack, Homestead is a different story. A lot of racing action. It's more about the action rather than the pace. But Indianapolis is one of those tracks where it's more of a paced racetrack. You need to know when to let off, when to get back on the gas, avoid hitting the outside walls. But when you attend Indianapolis next week, how in the world are you going to try to hold off basically the drivers you held off tonight here in this one?
Yeah. So, as you said, yeah, I totally agree. Indy is very technical on what speeds you take it through the corners and all that. But those three, I mean, I'm fairly decent at Indy, in my opinion, and I'm sure they all are too. Um, I'm just gonna try to get a good qualifying lap in, try to get pole, and then hopefully we just take it from there. But yeah, hopefully a podium will be great for that day or for that weekend. And so that's all I can hope for.
Yep, and with this win tonight here at Road America, you will take the championship lead moving on to round number 4 in Indy next week. And we'll look forward to seeing you maybe try to get another top 3, top 5, maybe the race win there. And looking forward to seeing what you have to offer to put on the table for this series and maybe try to take that championship win. But tonight you will take the championship lead from Ultra, who was in the lead before you were second going into tonight. But yeah, congrats on the win tonight and the championship lead, and we'll see you next week at Indy.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, and that was your top 3. Solar Cosmos taking home the race win, second being SSR Mayhem, third would be Halo Everyone 09, and there's a look at the rest of the field. Ant, I don't know why he's 11th. He should be in 8th, in my opinion, due to Force's weird scoring
He backed out.
stuff.
before it ended.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up here tonight at Road America. And we will guys see you next week, same time, same day, for the Indianapolis Brickyard Speedway for round number 4 of 11 on this series. And you guys have been amazing watching tonight. And yeah, we're going to close stream. And that about does it here tonight at Road America. So we will guys see you next week.